Hello, welcome back to Blue Harvest Vintage Toys and to issue 10 of Build Your Own X-Wing. As always, we got the X-Wing on the front. I don't know how many different views of the X-Wing you can get. There's the one you get every week. I'm still getting them from the local newsagent, which is pretty good. That's going to go in the bin because I've got so many of them. I do have the blueprint book, so I've seen this before, but it is still very interesting. I love how they set. It's the Empire Strikes Back set design for the Rebel base, our Echo base, and it's just amazing how much detail they actually went into building this thing. Obviously, they've got to plan it and everything like that and model it before they start building it. And I do believe they actually built full. Well, they did build a full-size Millennium Falcon and 4 X-wings, some snow speeders, just for background design. You don't see them that much. We now have 3 or 4 complete X-wings. Gary Kurtz was the producer. So yeah, they built it on the soundstage. So it's really good, interesting story that. But as I say, I've got it all in my blueprints book. And Tom Merrick, yeah, I didn't know who he was last week. Didn't ring a bell. And it's obviously the Rogue One pilot from the Blue Leader, I do believe. So yeah, there's his helmet. So it's quite interesting. Starfighter races. That's more interesting than what we've had before, the Anakin and Hera, because he's actual X-Wing pilot. And there you go, Blue Squadron. That's an amazing picture. Absolutely fantastic picture. So let's go into the build for today. It's going to be very, very short by the look of it, because you've only got one of the 4 engines to start off with. I think next week you're getting the engine, so you're going to have that full wing, more or less, by next week, issue 11. So we've got all these parts, just making sure we've got them all. We've only got 2 pages to do. So as I say, it's going to be very short this week. Let's take the engine casing and the retro thruster nozzle. Retro thrust nozzle, sorry. So right, the nozzle has 2 pins that fit to the mounting posts in the casing. The notch indicated by the red arrow should have faced inwards. That's why is it always confusing? So it has to be that way with the nozzle, with that hole facing inwards. So I think it's that way. Should face inwards, yeah. So right, so you've got the two pins there and the 2 holes. So that should just slide in there, apparently. I don't even know if it's fitted in, because you can't actually see or feel it. But there, that's in. Not very snugly though. So yeah, you don't need glue, which is good. But maybe you do actually need some in the long run. So take the 5 remaining components. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 2 halves of gyro cone are held together by 2 pins in the lower half and the 2 sprockets in the upper half. That's fairly straightforward. Oh, you don't. Alright, I'm going ahead there. It doesn't actually say put them together because you don't. Right, so fit the pins on the lower half of the gyro cone into the holes in the horizontal vein. Make sure that the vein is the right way around. So that's that way, but as you can see, they are very tight again, which they've got to be, but tight, too tight to bloody get in. As you can see, those holes are square, so you've got a round pin and a square hole, and that is so blooming tight. Surprising none of this has got broken yet, it's that tight. I've got my little there. Crikey. So you have them sticking out there for the other side, I would imagine. Yeah, they fit the upper half of the gyro cone over the projecting pins, and that should be quite a tight too. Yeah, but not as difficult because it's pushing into a hole. Yeah, press the parts firmly together until they fit flush. Yeah, that does. Whew, crikey. Right, fit the 2 pins on the lower half of the gyro cone into the matching holes on the lower shroud and press the parts together. So that goes like that, I think. Again, very stiff. That one goes in straight away and that one doesn't. I wonder if it's one's smaller, one looks bigger than the other one. I've got it right the way around. Yeah, that's why, because it's one hole is definitely bigger than the other, and one's, so that goes like that. Yeah, that's it. I don't think it's me that's being a bit thick about this. I think it's just the way they explain things. Fit the longer pin into the cooling vein on the hole on the upper half of the gyro cone. Press the vein firmly into place. So that goes in there, and that's it. That's your build today. This completes the stage. You fit the 2 sub-assemblies together later on in the build. So that goes in there, obviously, and that then goes onto your wing. But again, we're not doing it yet. It tells us not to, so we're not going to. So that's issue 10 done. And issue 11 with a sublight engine, starboard engine, and planton details. So as I say, it's the back end of the engine. So you're going to have a full engine. There's a lot of detailing there that probably take us a bit longer to do than this this issue, which is a good thing, really. So yeah, I'll show you again what next week's is going to be. It's going to be that part next week. So we've done that with this week. We've got the wing. That can actually be fitted onto the wing, I think, but I'm not obviously not going to do it yet. It tells you not to, so I'm not going to, because that needs to fit into that bit. So that'll come in issue 11. I hope you enjoyed that, and you'll like and subscribe and keep up to date with all my videos. Thank you for watching, and may the toys be with you.